Hello all you digital wizards out there. Today we're going to be making our own 3D printable box and going over some Blender basics while we're at it. Let's make some magic. The first thing I want to go over are the Move, Rotate, and Scale tools. You can find all three to the left of your screen. However, they also have shortcut keys. Move is G, Rotate is R, and Scale is S. Your directions can be found on the top right, but when in doubt, they are also marked by color. Z is blue, Y is green, and X is red. You also have the ability to type in directions, angles, and size multipliers into your keyboard. For example, you can press S for the size, and then you can press Y for the direction, and then 2 to multiply the size, 2 times in the Y direction. In fact, go ahead and hit those shortcut keys to create a rectangular box. Again, that will be S, Y, and then 2. Once you have your box, press Ctrl C to copy your object and then press Ctrl V to paste it into the scene. You won't see it right away since Blender pastes objects exactly where they were previously. Grab the Move tool or type G and then Z to pull the copied box up. This second box is going to serve as our lid later. With that in mind, grab the Scale tool or type S and then Z to thin the lid. Make sure not to make it too thin since that will make it hard to print later. Once you have your lid, go to the top right of your window and uncheck the eyeball of your lid. Now we can continue with our box. Right now, it's a pretty solid box with no way to get in. Let's fix that. On the top left is a drop-down menu with different window modes. Right now, you should be in object mode. To make changes to our box, we need to have our box selected and switch our mode from object to edit. This will allow us to edit our box. In this mode, you can select 3 types of parts of the box: vertices or points, edges, and faces. For our purposes, we will want to be in faces, so make sure to click that third box right of edit. Now, click the top of your box. Hover your mouse toward the edges of your screen and type E and then S. Drag your mouse in toward the middle of your box. This will let you scale down your newly created geometry. This will make the lip of your box. You might notice that the lip isn't even all the way around. You can fix this by grabbing your Scale tool and using the red cube on the gizmo to scale it in until it matches the other walls. Once you have your box looking how you want, type E to bring up your extrude. Drag down to create your box walls. You might notice that it's hard to see how deep to go. There's an easy fix for that. Press Z and then Wireframe. This will allow you to see what is happening inside. You can return back to solid mode by pressing Z and then solid. This might be a good time to mention how to move your camera view. Your mouse has a middle button. It may look like a spin wheel. If you hold the middle mouse down and move your mouse at the same time, it will rotate your camera view. If you hold middle mouse and Control on your keyboard, you can zoom in and out. If you hold middle mouse and Shift, it will let you pan right, left, up, and down. Your number pad also has a ton of viewing options, my favorite being the number pad period button, which will zoom in to anything you have selected. Moving on, we are going to bring our lid back by going to our scene collection and clicking our eyeball back on. Now that the lid is back, I'm going to move it down to where I want it to slide in. Unfortunately, the lid is the same size as the box, so I'm going to have to use the scale to bring in the sides and give it some thickness on the walls. Our lid is going to slide in and out of our box. To cut our box the exact size of our lid, we're going to use the Modifier tab that looks like a wrench. Here we can add a modifier. Before you do, make sure that your box is selected, since that's what we want to cut, and we want the lid to do the cutting. Click Add Modifier and find Boolean. This will bring up options of intersect, union, and difference. To cut, you will want difference. You then want to click your eyedropper and then eyedrop your lid. Click the down arrow next to the camera icon and press apply. Now, if you move your lid, you should see a nice cut along the inside. But we're not done. Either use another box or a copy of your lid to create a shape over the excess box that has been left behind. Click your box, go to your Modifier tab, and add another Boolean. Make sure Difference is selected. This time I drop the new cutting box. Go to your down arrow and press Apply. Now to decorate our lid. To do this, we're going to go to the word Add at the top of your screen, and then to Text. This will bring up some default, very flat text. To fix the flatness, we will go to the right and click an A button. We then want to go to Geometry and then Extrude. This will allow us to give some thickness to our letters. You can rotate your text to go across the lid by pressing R, Z, and then 90 for rotate on the Z 90 degrees. To change what your text says, go to Edit Mode and simply type what you want it to say. Once you have your letter just where you would like it on your lid, right-click them and go to Convert to Mesh. This will allow us to use the letters as a Boolean. Click your lid and go to the Modifier tab that looks like a wrench. Click and Add Modifier and then Boolean. Now you have a choice in how you would like your letters to look. Union will simply combine both objects together and you will have text popping out of the top. Or you can click Difference and have the text cut all the way through, or just part of the way. Once you're done decorating your lid, go back to Add and then Mesh, and then Cylinder. Place the cylinder as a handle to your lid for easy opening and closing. Click your lid and go to the Modifier tab. Press Add Modifier and then Boolean. Highlight Union and eyedrop your handle. Go to the down arrow and apply your modifier. Get rid of any extra parts by clicking them and then pressing X to delete. You want to export your lid and box separately to make 3D printing easier. You might want to save before this next step. First, delete your box and then go to File and then Export STL. Name your STL and press Desktop on the left before clicking Export. Press Ctrl Z to return your box. Delete your lid this time and repeat the export process for your lid. File, Export, STL. That's it! You have completed your 3D printable box. I would really love to see your creations in the comments. If you liked the tutorial and would like to see more, like this video. Until next time, keep it magical.